going on, guys? All right, so like the craziest thing, I'm gonna get in about everything about. We're gonna talk about a bunch of jet ski stuff, but I'll get about how I put a deposit on the 2021 Superjet and GP1800R. But I'll tell you guys the craziest thing. So I went riding earlier around like 5 o'clock, and if you've seen past videos, I have a Triton Elite trailer that the GP's on, and the bunk split in half. It was fine when it's on the trailer, and then I got just last Friday, actually a week ago, got the new bunk, and I spent 3 months trying to get bunks for this thing. It's so aggravating. So I go out there after riding, and then just swap out the bunk, and the bolt should just slide straight out. Well, because of like that's how I try to explain people all the time. It doesn't matter if your jet ski is closed loop, open loop cooling. Salt water will get everywhere. And so these bolts couldn't come out. I got one out, and the one I couldn't get out. I tried everything. There was a subscriber that lives near there that asked him if he could bring by a hammer, and he was 2 hours away. So I'm sitting there trying everything, using this big boulder. I couldn't get the thing loose. So I'll show you guys this. So this is what this thing is. Look at this. So this is what has the bunk. This is actually supposed to be into the bunk. Now look at this. It can't come loose, and this should just slide straight out. Oh man, I was really pissed. And I tried calling my brother. No help from him. It's kind of pointless. I do a lot of stuff for him, and all the time, drop of the hat. He asked me take him emergency room, all this stuff. I come help him. Couldn't help me, so I was pretty aggravated with that. So what I had to do is, I'll show you guys. This is crazy. So I had to take. I don't think you guys can you see? All right. The other bunk is gone because I had to just swap bunks and then align it all right to get on the trailer. There's not lights there at this place, so like I was rushing to get it on before it got dark. So anyways, yeah, I'm gonna figure out, because I actually I'm taking a trip soon in a couple of weeks. Well, I'm gonna want to put the SXR on the other side, and yeah, I need to figure out how I'm getting this out. So it's not happening tonight, and I was real frustrated. I spent like an hour and a half messing around with it, and it couldn't come out. So yeah. I wish they just sent me the whole piece and I could just slide it off and slide it back on. It probably would have make more sense, but you know, what can you do? Yeah, so my GP1800 is for sale. And the cool thing is, so I put my deposit down on both of those with Riva Motorsport, and you can check them out. It's a $500 deposit that they're doing. I don't know for how long, but it's locking in orders. And I can tell you I had a bunch of dealers trying to get a hold of me with this. They didn't want to work. They actually kind of want to take advantage of me. And Riva came in with the win. And actually knowing, I called a bunch of dealers trying to lock in on the Superjet 2, and nobody could give me any answers, which was kind of crazy with that. Besides dealers hounded me trying to go with them. And before putting my deposit, because I did one day, I put the deposit on the Superjet, and the following day I put the deposit in the GP. I had to kind of think about it. And the craziest thing, David from Riva Racing and Riva Motorsport said they're only going to make about 600 to 700 Superjets. So this thing is going to be super. This is not called super for a reason. It's going to be super rare. 600 units is not a lot. You're talking about people want to just have them for fun, or people racing them. It's not a lot of people. And that's for the whole entire world. That's not just for the United States. We're talking about a super rare machine. They promised me that I will be one of the first people taking delivery of the Superjet. Basically, how it works with the ones they have ordered. They got the one for Riva Racing R&D, and then that's not even technically a sold unit because it's made to make new parts. And then I'm second one on the list. So literally, I can't wait. I told them I want to be there when they unbox it. I want to film everything. I'm super excited. And man, if you didn't see too, I leaked the whole GP1800R video that basically the day before. If you follow me on Instagram, I got really cool. I'm going to do a whole video talking about this. It won't be a live stream, more in depth, but awesome with Riva Racing. They sent me a bunch of videos of stuff there. A lot of people actually thought I was there because they got me stuff before the thing was open for people to see. I already was getting footage, and it was awesome with Will and sales. If you're looking to buy any parts with Riva Racing, ask for Will. Tell mine Beowulf sent you. He sent me photos. And at the same time, Amir, Riva Motorsports, their head sales manager, he was sending me videos throughout the day and early in the morning, and they were swamped. I give them great respect of taking the time out to do that for me. And there's some clips they're going to probably send me from their live stream that I'm going to put into my whole video about stuff too, that hopefully it would be up tomorrow. And yeah, I'm super excited. So I haven't decided yet, and I didn't have to decide right then and there about what color I wanted. So I'm pretty much between the black and green, or the, well, technically it's black, green, and gray, or the blue, white, and black. So I'm like, man, it's a hard decision. I know too, and I'll do in the next video talking about this. I know exactly what color combo they're doing with the Riva Racing Edition with the GP1800R. They told me, and I will do that in my next video. So stay tuned to that. Yeah, the one thing I feel odd with it, like if I was a little staying away from the black and green, is they have made other skis, but when I think of black and green, like the Kawasaki behind me. So I don't know. I'm kind of like, I kind of want to do this theme that I was doing with my existing GP on that. Cool thing too, Jettrim just came out with a tray for the new Superjet, which I can't even believe that. They already have it soon on the website where you can order it and you can't even get the skis. So basically what they told me is that they're thinking they're going to get it mid-October or November is when the delivery. Riva Motorsports is the top tier on getting stuff, so definitely, if you haven't put a deposit, you want to get something, talk to them. I'm really super hyped. So I'm hoping that I can take both home at the same time, which I'll probably use my Triton Elite trailer with that, so I can take them both back at the same time, because it's about a 9-hour drive down to where they're located at down in southern Florida. But I'm super, 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 super excited, man. I can't wait. And I tell you, like, once I saw more high-def photos, like I've seen a lot of people who actually got to put hands on the stuff, and the stuff didn't do justice how cool it looks. Even with the Superjet and the GP, once you get in like a high-res image sent to your iPhone, you really get to see the details, especially with the Superjet. I saw a couple of videos of even Yamaha did, and I won't name names of who other people, and it did not get close to the details of what some of this stuff is. The Superjet has vents on the hood. I'm just excited. I got video with the dash turning on. Yeah, man, it's gonna be epic once this all happens. Let me check out some of these comments, because I was getting my little rant about everything. Patrick donated a super chat, $1.99. Thank you, man. Appreciate it, brother. Spray asks, how do you like the stand-up? I love it a lot. It's actually one of my favorite skis. And if you guys haven't seen my last video from last night, it's crazy, because when I was out riding, this RXT-X is the last ride video, because obviously I don't own it anymore. And I'm like turning, I started yelling because I was like almost flew off the ski, and I've never had that happen. Ended up when I edited, I had no clue there's a gator that looks around there. And when I edited the video, when I was doing frame by frame, and I know it's hard in the video seeing it because I slowed it as slow as it can be, but I'm taking frame by frame. You need to, like, when I pitched it in, because when I like put the trim down, it kind of noses it underwater. So when I did that, the gator had to be at least a couple feet underwater sitting there, not at the surface. And I must have hit, we both hit each other. Either the gator came and went at me when I dropped down, because like I literally fell off, like something hit me hard. And I've had hard hits, like when you're on the ski with sharks coming up, hitting you hard, but I've never been hit this hard. Like it literally, I was yelling with the GoPro in my mouth because I was like, whoa, like I'm like, wow. And you can see the gator in the video and it's like underwater. Man, that was crazy. That was epic. So check it out if you haven't already. It's the last RXT-X video. And actually, I was filming a video today. I drove past. I saw my old RXT-X sitting on the boat dock. Matt asked, would you consider go back to see the new RXT-X? No. I'm going to be doing a whole video. I got a bunch of info on the 2021 Sea-Doo RXT-X, and I will be doing another live. Probably the next live stream, we'll be talking all about that. So. Definitely, I got a couple of people I know a lot going on with that, but I will not be purchasing it. So I'm Sea-Doo dot. I've had a bunch of Sea-Doos, and we're doing other stuff now. Patrick said I might go through Riva, 14-hour drive to Florida to see family. Good excuse. Laugh out loud. Ben asked why the switch. My first ever jet ski was a Yamaha, so there is no switch. I gave Sea-Doo a try. I'm not a big fan of how stuff is done with Sea-Doo and how I've been treated by Sea-Doo. Probably the biggest thing is more than anything is how people have been treated by Sea-Doo, how I've been treated by Sea-Doo, and I don't want to support and try to plug you guys a brand that if I don't support it and I'm not feeling it. So I think Sea-Doo doesn't treat the customers right, and they didn't treat me right from Apple. Sea-Doo that we're talking like corporate Sea-Doo. Wish they stepped it up. Bait talking about the new thing with the active trim. You can set it. It's not automatically goes in there. It's made to set what it is, and it's actually a good thing. So it's only when you're fully turning that it's doing it, and you can actually set the trim to go whatever you want to go. You might not know how everything works yet. I don't know if I'm going to be, it's going to be like fall. Marco asked where you should swing by Silver Springs and ride on your way back. Obviously, when I go down, I have to bring both my 4 dogs with me, and there's no way I'm going to go riding and leaving them in a car like that. So that wouldn't be too smart. Yeah, Bates talking about something about the haul. It's the exact same haul, man. And most of those, when I watch any video, people riding it, they don't even know how to ride the skis correctly. So you do not know. I wouldn't be judging by these people who, if you watch how I ride and how they ride, we're not the same riders. So I'll tell you, definitely, if I was the one riding it, you would see what that thing can really handle. And when you watch some of those other people riding, man, they don't know what they're doing. So that's my opinion. You go watch anybody has an RXT-X. They definitely tell you some people have ones and they do not ride like how I ride. They don't know how to ride like how I ride. Perp said those guys are riders, not riders. Totally. And some of those people who are riders, they aren't riders because they don't even own a jet ski. So that's what a lot of people don't realize. Just because they can write and do an article doesn't mean I've never seen them post a video showing what they actually own. So just think about that before you go listen to people's opinion upon something like that on a purchase like this. And it's funny too, is a bunch of my videos got more traffic than them, and I didn't even physically get hands on the machine yet. So it's kind of funny how that works. I think everything Yamaha comes out for 2021 is amazing. They really stepped it up. I definitely tell you too, Kawasaki, it's funny because I saw on Instagram they posted, it was today or yesterday, photo showing like when they first came out to stand up to this SXR 1500, talk about, you know, when they're posting that, it's like when Ford released the Bronco, and then also Jeep is showing the Jeep Wrangler with the 6.2 liter Jeep SRT engine and be like, look at us, look at us. It's like the same thing. Definitely, I have to think there's stuff that Kawasaki will need to step up, figuring out some new stuff with the SXR in the future if they want to be staying in the game. Yeah, Patrick said people come to you for the truth. I'm telling you, I don't hide nothing here. And that's probably where, like, I don't even know, like, I love to do a lot of work with some of these manufacturers doing stuff, but maybe the problem is I'm just too honest. A lot of those people you're looking at, you go look at their website they have, and they are taking money from manufacturers. So, like, you know, it's funny, I saw you could advertise in there. I was joking around with my manager. I'm like, yeah, maybe we should just advertise I'm Beowulf's YouTube channel out there. Yeah, I have to take my money. It'd be just hilarious. Like everybody goes there, be like, oh, see the article. Wait, I'm Beowulf's advertiser on here? Little ass thoughts on the 2021 FXHO. I just said that. I said everything Yamaha is making is awesome for 2021. XJet asks, what are your thoughts on a single trailer looking for a yacht club? I mean, buy what's in your budget. If you're going to take it in saltwater, you obviously don't want a steel trailer. You want an aluminum trailer. You know, shop around, see what's going on. There's like, for example, I just got 2 new single Triton 2021 trailers, and it was cheaper for me to go to North Carolina than buy for my state. Didn't have to pay sales tax, and a bunch of these dealers are cranking up the prices. And it's funny, one of the dealers who has their prices the highest, just kind of taking advantage of people, were trying to get me to do an order with them. And I'm like, dude, it's not happening. You can't. I want to buy a bunch of trailers from them, and they want to cut any. They didn't want to help me. It wasn't even a deal. They didn't even want to help me. Why would I order like 2 new skis from you? Like, come on, get realistic. Dakota says, I'm digging the bright colors on an EX lineup. I know that they're not the fastest nor the greatest to some, but I like the skis going, especially the lime green EX Sport. Yeah, definitely the lower models look really good. And that's probably the best comparison because a lot of people want to buy a Spark. Get a ski that is like a fiberglass hull, not some thin plastic that's going to break. And it has really good colors in there. And it's crazy. It's the same engine that's going to be in the Superjet. So that's pretty exciting. Yeah, right. Okay. All right. If you're going to say a comment like that, that's so funny. So Ben says, Sea-Doos look like a Lamborghini. Okay. Yeah, this, I'm telling you, if you want to, I'm easy ripping on Sea-Doo, but if people get me riled up, I will show this because that is just, I got this photo and this can make you cry. Let's see, what did I snapshot it last night? All right. So hang on a second. People start messaging me, I'm gonna, if I'm pulling out my phone, I don't want somebody like who knows I have my phone out to be messaging me. I'll have to put this, I have to figure out how to put this thing on airplane mode. It's real aggravating. All right, so here's your well, it's a GTX. This is the same as a RX or RXT-X. Where's it? I'm confused where you think this looks like a Lamborghini. This is just a giant piece of plastic. Look at, you take off all the little add-ons, it's half a ski, man. Honestly, this is a wrecked one, but I'm just showing you what it looks like with everything off. It doesn't look that's just a piece of plastic, man. I'm just saying. I tell you, I keep my mouth shut. I've been saying this. I find photos like this and I snapshot them for reasons like this. If we want to start an argument, look, I got to keep this up so everybody sees. There was somebody who sent a comment on my Instagram, and the guy's making fun of the new GP, saying that all the plastic's gonna warp, and he had an RXT-X. I'm like, dude, at least it's not a ski made out of plastic. And it's like, I'm not the one to be like being like that, but when somebody starts I'm gonna say something, man. Like, don't walk yourself in the situation. Like, you'll see the new RXPX coming out, and it's gonna be out of plastic. And Tim said, just bought a dual trail, and they said they're jacking up prices for no reason when there's zero new skis to sell them on. Also, 400 build prep fee for a trailer. Sad. Yeah, no, it's crazy. The one thing that people don't realize, so like, for example, Triton trailers, this is directly from corporate, but this doesn't mean how dealers need to manipulate the pricing, right? So right now, they're building trailers the first of the year, right? And usually this is the time, because they're up in Wisconsin, they'll start building snowmobile trailers, because up north, it's snowmobile season. They got every single trailer sold. They don't even have an inventory to ship out to people because there's that much of a demand. And then we're not even talking yet. Shoot, man, I forgot. I had this thing docked up and I had ants on it. I hope I don't get no red ants. I saw a red ant crawling all around. So they got every single trailer sold. But it doesn't mean you manipulate the price. The people I bought my trailer from they want to sell stuff. And the secret, like when I had the racing gear, sell all stuff, you have to sell stuff where there's a map pricing. And if you ever jack the price, your chances of selling stuff are next to impossible. Even when there's a road, you want to move stuff. And I just don't think that's honest. Usually what sells is when you're competitive with your price, if you're trying to sell stuff in retail. So if you went to Walmart, for example, not a shout out to Walmart, but if they were the most expensive prices, do you think Walmart would be everywhere? Probably not. And you shop around and you'll see the people are legit and the people want to take advantage of you. So usually if they're taking advantage of you, they're probably not the best place to do business with. And that doesn't matter what business is. Jets as big as the Lambo who have flex seal. Little boy, check him up, man. You ask a question about stuff, go check on Yamaha site and check it up. Yeah, but you check it up and let us all know what it is. Because you're spamming right now with stuff, and I'll have to take down, put you in timeout because you're repeating something over and over. Bait super chat. All right, sorry about that. Where's Bait super chat? Oh, there we go. Sorry, Bait, I didn't see that. Bait gave $3 to feed the doggos. Thank you, man. I didn't see that. A lot of stuff moves kind of quick, so it's hard for me to see everything going on here. That's why I think he was messaging me with that. Thank you. I appreciate that, brother. Super chat. See, I'm trying to go back. Ben asked, what is better about Yamaha? Not disagreeing, but curious. Well, the big difference is Kawasaki and both Yamaha give U.S. jobs. And I think that's a very crucial thing, of something where there's families, there's tons of unemployment going on in the United States. Unless I don't like to try to be negative about stuff, but it is the reality. And it gives a bunch of people to take care of their families, husbands, wives, to feed their children. And I think it's a really cool thing that it gives Georgia jobs. All the stuff like engines and stuff are assembled in Japan. But you look at stuff like the supercharger, Yamaha uses a HKS. If you're familiar anything about Japanese performance, HKS is one of the top companies out there. Yamaha does the research about what they're selling, and they've always been reliable with anything you buy. And they just don't make power sports. You know, they make pianos, they make boats, a whole bunch of side-by-sides, the whole 9 yards. So I think that's the biggest thing with that. And I think everybody has their own opinion, but from owning experience and seeing what's happened to people, I don't think CU is on the top like you might think they are. Plus, two, they're down in Mexico. They have a lot of coronavirus cases there, and I don't even think their plant is open. So if you guys are expecting to think 2021 units are going to be a big deal, how is the plant's closed? How do you think stuff's going to happen? And then everything's going to be really rushed just to get, if it can get across the border coming here. Why do you think Yamaha or Sea-Doo hasn't done any type of announcement yet? Oh. I mean, if you don't think Yamaha is on the top, man, you got to do. I think if you don't want to trust me, I mean, I had a '97 Yamaha Wave Venture, had it for a long time, never had any type of issue. Had my Sea-Doos, and all I saw is people having issues. And my GP runs consistent. You go front and back with a really strong current here in the intercoastal. It runs the same speed, never has any type of issue. Kawasaki back there, there's only one flaw with that SXR 1500, and it's like it's part of the maintenance schedule with it. That's it. A lot of things that people realize Yamaha and Kawasaki are like how you look at, like, to be honest, one of the top car manufacturers is Toyota of how they build stuff. They make it be reliable. They're not really changing a lot. They keep stuff basic. It's kind of the best way to do as a comparison. For example, I had a 2008 Toyota FJ Cruiser Trail Teams Edition. So they only made so many of those. I had over 100,000 miles, and when I traded it in, I got exactly what I paid for it new. How many vehicles can you buy and put 100,000 miles on, and you get exactly what you get back for what you bought it new? As the only vehicle I've ever had that luck, and it's crazy. I'm trying to catch up. PS, what's a lime green post? Yeah. Whoever I bought the trailer from, they painted that front of the part of the trailer. They painted it green. I think it's like part of it is black in the front. It's white, and they painted parts of it to try to match the ski. If you look, it's the front of it's black. Ben asked, "Can you explain stuff about CD?" This is about Yamaha. So if you can, I mean, I don't know what more there is to talk about with that. This is we're talking Yamaha related. This isn't like how you sound like that. You sound like you're from corporate CD trying to get a shout out on a video talking about Yamaha. Jet says Yamaha looks like they stepped up for the 2021 with the Superjet. I am super excited with the Superjet. The one cool thing with it, so the pole is adjustable, which is nice because you really wouldn't have to put an aftermarket pole unless you wanted to. The other cool thing is with the tie downs. If you haven't seen, there's like a hole. I got a special strap to strap down the SXR 1500. Is literally the only way to strap it down. And the previous Superjet was the same way. You'd have to use something like that. And the new one has the links in the back, like how a regular jet ski has, and I'm real excited how this is going to be real easy to strap down the ski going places. I think that, like, to me, is the most crucial thing. Ryan S. are coming out the new RXP this year. Next live stream's talking about that. I'm not talking anything more about it. We're going to say that for a whole nother live stream. Dakota says, I hear the dogs in the background. Laugh out loud, too cute. Now they're I think right now Ragna Cash kind of has a, he has this gets stuff in his eyes. It's hard for him to see. And then Ragna just keeps on like ragging on him, and Cash is just like, leave me alone. Cash likes to sleep a lot. So I was like hearing what's going on, and I'm, give me 1 second. I'm going to go stop whatever. All right, I'm back. They're all picking on Willie. It's actually, they're picking Willie's in his cage. So actually, it's really cool. I just got picked up today. It came today. So there's this. Let's see, what is it called? What are these these dog cages called? Let me. I have to figure this out, because if you have a dog, this is like a really cool trailer, or not trailer, dog cage. I'm getting trailer. We're talking about trailers and all this stuff. So it's called. This thing called give me 1 second. I got to take the phone off of. It's called Impact Dog Crates, right? So there are these cages. This one I got is foldable. It's all aluminum, and they're new. They're all priced differently, but they're $700 for a dog crate. Seriously, it's crazy. So I found a Facebook Marketplace, one couple hours away. Luckily, they could ship it, and I got it for a ship for $465, and it's still crazy, a lot of money. But if you see this thing, it's a good deal, and I'm just like super excited about this new cage that I got for the dog. Anthony said he's pre-ordering his GP1800R. Anthony asked, I started the whole thing in the beginning. I put a pre-order on the Superjet and the GP1800R. So let's have in the chat. Let me shout out where everybody's from. You don't have to put the town. You can put the state or country. Put it down at the beginning, bottom, and I'll shout out everybody where they're from. For some reason, I can't get this to scroll up. There we go. Pedro said, yeah, my Evo has an HKS exhaust. Laugh out loud. Patrick said Maryland, DC. Yeah, this is New York, man, like Erie. Jet said upper air between the 2021 GP or Black FX SVHO limited graphics going to be Airwolf. Coda said, let me see. It's getting hard to. My dog's riding the footwell with me on the ski He's a water dog for sure. Yeah, I can't. Why is it not letting me scroll around? I can't see. Got him the Jet Tribe vest to fit with the crowd. Laugh out loud. Awesome, man. Awesome for getting that. Tim says Florida East Coast. Dakota says Florida Gulf side. Chris said, what's up, Beowulf? What's up, brother? Yeah, the thing too, when I did my pre-order on the GP, the new one, I did not order it with speakers. I guess it's an option, only comes through when you get them built. It looks like you can't add them after the fact. Probably you could, but yes, I'm not getting with the speakers, and I have undecided with the color. Probably the blue is what I'm going to go with. I got big plans of like totally customizing it out. We got like this really cool, I don't even know if I should show it. I got this really cool lower graphic that was going to be put in on my 2019 GP, and I'm going to wait and do it on the 2021. Yeah, the hard thing, like one dealer or one do business with me, I asked them for weeks, and they haven't even contacted me back over price. They have no clue. They like, it's unbelievable. Marcos will get the OG colors. Yeah, when I think of Yamaha, I think of blue and white, some type of white in the ski. There'll be no quality issues in 2021 with the Yamahas. They got that stuff figured out. The two lower models with Yamaha are shipping out the first month, which they're already different pre-built, and then the everything that's new is going to be shipped most likely November to dealers to December. It matters the level of the dealers. Yeah, I got a whole idea of what to do with that. I'm pretty excited. And the craziest thing is too, I forgot to tell you this, and I probably should have said this sooner. So the head sales guy that put the deposit with said he compared with the new seat on the GP, is comparing it to the seat on the RXT-X, saying it had a lot more room. You've got in a lot more than the previous GP, and he said it more reminded him of the RXT-X, which I was pretty excited about that. So it obviously shows that some seating stuff has been improved. I'm super excited, like really excited. Patrick said, I like the blue, but feel like it has a little bit too much white. Yeah, there's a lot of white, and I'm going to fix all that. It's me. You guys are going to see what I'm going to do with the 2021, and you guys are going to go, man, Yamaha should have been calling up Beowulf taking notes. I tell you, if I saw what that was going to be and they asked, hey, can you give us just a little input, I would have changed those graphics to something else. You have the last 2 years, mind-blowing graphics. We're looking really sharp. And it's like, what was somebody thinking with that? The funny thing with the Superjet, I see where it's coming from because they know everybody's going to be customizing that out. That is why it's white. Totally understand that, because it's like, why do all this crazy stuff when everybody's going to take it off? But if you look at the previous year Superjet, it actually has some pretty cool colors. I wish they painted it black on the bottom. The hard thing is you can't put graphics on the bottom, so it's just what it is. Cam guys said the 2021 GP looks like it's going to be a plane to flush the engine bay through only downside. A lot of that, most of the time, I don't always have to spray a hose in there. It's always good to do on WD-40 or the spray that Yamaha sells in there. It's probably the most important thing, taking care of the salt water. Andrew says, do you like the new colors? I like the blue. I like the black looks cool. The green, I got a bunch of plans if I had that, what it would be. But usually I don't like I like skis when you're on the water where they're real bright. Like I said in the past, out where I'm at, there's no speed limit. So there's boats when they're going fast, they're up like this, not like that. And you'd rather be as much noticed as possible. That's the one thing I like with the SXR 1500 is the hood. It's all black, but the hood and the pole are white. So when you're up, it definitely, if the pole was black and the hood was black, nobody would see me. And I've had a couple times where people still don't see me. So brighter the colors, I think the better when you're on the water. Tim said, white is a canvas. Totally. I'm real excited. Anthony Zolli says, peace out from New York. See you later, brother. So this won't be that long of a stream. I haven't had dinner yet. It's 10:30, and I got stuck at the boat ramp, and I'm like, I'm beat. I'm tired, I'm beat, but I figured to do stuff to kind of talk a little bit what's going on and give you guys some insight on what I'm doing with the new Yamahas. It's kind of crazy to purchasing both, and I think I'm going to be picking up both at the same time. Oh, man. Perp asked, what did you ride today? I rode my GP1800R. If you haven't seen it earlier, I started with the beginning of the chat. So the Bunk broke like a couple of months ago. It took me 3 months to finally get Triton to sell me a new Bunk. So the Bunk was fine when you're on the trailer, but when you take the ski off, it would bend. And this bolt should slide right out. And because the salt is stuck in there, the bolt cannot come out. It should just slide straight out. You can actually see there's no, it's not threaded. I tried everything. And I tried contacting a couple subscribers I know lived in the area. I sent them a video chat on Instagram, be like, can you help me? I need a hammer, like real bad. And I asked my brother, and he couldn't come out helping me. It was very aggravating. I always help him a lot. And I had a big rock. I'm like hitting it, like, come on, everything. I couldn't get out, so I just did a swap the other Bunk to get it out. Bait, I can't keep on scrolling up and down, man. I see every time I scroll up to look at your comment, I just see like one word, man. I don't know what I'm scrolling up. All I see is your comments asking somebody else something. Oh, my dogs are just, Ragna is just really picking on Cash right now. It's funny is right now what's going on. They're both barking at each other, and Cash is like, leave me alone. And she's like, I'm barking right back. And they're just standing at each other, and they're just barking at each other. It's hilarious. I'm looking up, man, Perp. I don't. All I said does he skip my comments. Taz, I just totally answered some. I don't know if people are just tuning in or what. I just responded saying this. The EX, the lower models of Yamaha, will be in dealers in next month. And all the new stuff like the GP, the FX, all the Superjet is November. Here you go. That's too funny. I had to go yell at them. Be like, quiet down. Box is upset about winters coming. The cool thing here, we only have like literally a month. You can't ride, not even that. These are for show these to passengers. Jet Tribe sells these, and it's for courses like when you're doing like racing and stuff. And they got this certain anchor and stuff. So I picked these up, and I have to fill up the bags with sand and whatnot. So hopefully, I'm gonna do a video soon with that. We got like a tropical storm forming off in North Carolina right now. We got another tropical storm that's going up the Caribbean up here. So it's just been raining and thunderstorms. I was lucky to even ride today. It keeps on saying all these thunderstorms and all this lightning warning, and nothing happens. Meryl said, yeah, I like that, the STX 160. Chris, I said the next live stream I'll talk about what's new with the 2021 Sea-Doos. This is about Yamaha today, man. Yeah, Tim said thanks for the stream tonight. It's time for food. Yeah, I'm getting hangry right now. I'm hungry. I see Bait asking something, and I don't see him. He says, look to go see what he's posting. I cannot see what you're posting, man. I see like 1 or 2 letter words. And then you tell me to go look, and I don't see anything to see, man. I don't know what you're asking. Billy said, Yamaha, baby. Yeah, man. Yamaha. You got Bait messaging me. He's messaging me on both platforms right now, on the live stream and in this. This is like, oh my God. I tell you, this Bait, he gets a little impatient. He messages me like crazy, and I'm busy, and I don't respond, and he like starts freaking out. And he says he's joking, man, but I was like stuck like at the boat ramp trying to get home. I couldn't even put the ski on the trailer, and I got him like message me, asking me 100 things. Yeah, he's talking about somebody hits you. A lot of times he thinks he hits you, and if you live in with 10 skis and stuff like that. Usually, if you get in an accident, a boat hits you, you're going to probably spend the rest of your life either going to be dead or you're going to be stuck in a wheelchair. So, yeah, like I told you, my mom got a really bad boating accident, and she's still living with stuff related with that. And she was in a full body cast when she graduated high school. And they got nothing. A boat hit them, the prop cut my grandpa's head open. This is back when my mom was in high school. Her brother woke up with, like, he could see inside his head. They got nothing from that happening. That's a long time ago. But I'm just saying, you're out there, you got to have your head on a pivot and watch out for people. Because I tell you, it is like wall just full of blood. We're not made to be taking impacts from a boat. And if you've seen the last video, like, I had an alligator hit me. Like, no joke when you go out there. I said it in the last video. It's no joke when you go out there. I tell you, every time now I go out to stand up, I'm like, this one area where this gator's just under the bridge and he's in that area. Like, and you don't see, he doesn't come to the surface. He's underwater the whole entire time. Jet said, thanks for stream, Beowulf. Food time, deuces from upstate New York. Thanks, brother. Yeah, no, I take a lot of stuff serious with boating, accidents, stuff like that. Like, I know from my mom, it was hard, you know, thinking graduating high school and you're in a full body cast. And then, like, my grandpa had a steel plate in his head, and my grandpa was like my grandpa was a major in the Air Force. First fought in World War II and was the Army Air Corps before it was the Air Force, and then was the Air Force Reserves once became the Air Force, and he was a major in there. That's during the whole, I don't even want to get into those keywords with that big time what was going on in the world. And in that accident, he was a corporate pilot making really good money. And this accident, he couldn't ever fly again. So don't think somebody hits you with a boat, you're going to get a big insurance claim. His whole career, what he wanted to do in life was over. Be careful out there. Babe asks, does shark band even work? 100%. It doesn't work against great white sharks because great white sharks come up fast from behind. And they don't sit there and go and check you out. They come in, ain't you up. Kaz asks, how much you expect to pay dealer fees, freight, prop, etc. Call your local dealer. Everybody's different. Figure out that always. Every state is different by taxes, whatnot. You should check that out. Yeah, Billy said, I think about those buoy props all the time when we ride because we never know what's coming around the corner. Totally. I tell you, all the time when you're out there, you got to be always paying attention. And if your ski shuts down, you got no control too. So, I mean, it's a lot of paying attention. Like you watched the last video when I pivot the ski way underwater and then boom, either the gator came charging me or we all just were in the same place at the same time. And you never know. And I'm lucky. If I hadn't had the grippy Jettrim seat, I'm telling you, I would have been flying off. I was yelling with the GoPro in my mouth. Check out my last video to see. It's crazy. All right, so we're like 50 minutes. I'm going to get out of here. I'll probably do a live stream on Sunday or Monday. So make sure you check out my Amazon store. I'll put it right there at the bottom for you guys. Amazon.com/shop/I am Beowulf. IamBeowulf.com. That's where you can find all the cool merch. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Be safe out there and have a fun weekend riding. I'm out of here. I'm going to make some food. I'm hungry. So peace out, Beowulf Nation.